Hello. I would like to offer you a collective reading. I want to start offering collective readings on YouTube. Tarot is really fun, and I've been getting into it just recently, and I've really enjoyed it. And I've been trying to just indulge in anything that I'm passionate about without overthinking it too much, or without getting into it too much. And I want to strengthen my intuition, and I also want to help other people, and I'm also nosy, so this is fun. This is really fun for me. But I hope that this message can help you get clarity on whatever situation arises, whatever situation that you have in mind, whatever you have going on in your life. This is just going to be an energetic reading. Universe, I call on you to give the collective a message in their highest good, for their highest alignment, in their best interest, because they deserve only the best. I'm also going to do some, music messages. So let's see what comes through on my playlist. Amazing start. If you don't listen to Dreamer Isioma, you should. Also, I strongly recommend drying orange peel and using it to burn smoke. It can be great for strengthening intuition and for cleansing your space. Music. What the hell? Move this down because I want you to be able to see the cards. I love these cards. This is my first ever deck, and I'm so happy that I got it. The imagery is really beautiful. If you would like to get it, it is Insights from the Shadow Realm. Tarot of the Shadow Realm. Look at me, but it's a bullet to your lip. Will not stop with. Okay. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay. What a strong start. Wow. What a strong start. Oh. I'm gonna read these and then we're gonna go from there. First we have the Hierophant upright, and then we have the King of Wands in reverse. So the Hierophant upright. Let's see what it says in here, because I haven't really gotten this card much. Hierophant, spirituality, truth, rituals. Ceremonies are what keep me connected to the divine in all its forms. I am the bridge between the mortal and mystical realms. I bear the weight of the past and future. There is a duality of knowledge and power that's present, and we must find balance in these. Observe your values and how you are currently making decisions. You want to make sure they serve you with life, meaning, and fulfillment. Receive my presence as a warning. If you are not connected to your ethical and moral values, or to your deeper spiritual wisdom, you must be. Find yourself in daily rituals that connect you to the truth of who you are. Be both the student and the teacher. Learn from what gives you life. Adjust from what takes your life. It is through this intentional experience that you will realize your ultimate truths. Okay, 1 second. Oh boy. Exit music for a film by Radiohead. You shouldn't have. Actually, you shouldn't. I'm sorry. I'm gonna turn that down because that's sad. But anyways, so this is, I think, really calling you to focus on the things that make you happy. Focus on the things that really fulfill you. look within yourself, look at your soul, look at yourself spiritually. When people say spiritually, it doesn't mean that you really have to be spiritual. This is a tarot reading, so like you probably you probably are, but it doesn't really mean that you have to be or like heavily spiritual. You can just be someone who's focused on looking at your internal world and how that presents in the physical, and how you want that presented in the physical. So like what desires you have and how you want those to show up in your life. And then we have the King of Wands reversed. This card I got a second ago when I gave myself a reading, but I actually put the card away. So and I haven't gotten this card before, so this is interesting. This is it upright. As you can see, it's someone like sitting in this throne. Looks like a creature sitting in this throne, but this is reversed. Can indicate a lack of leadership skills, impulsiveness, and controlling behavior. You may be setting unrealistic expectations for yourself and others. Impulsiveness. You may be making hasty decisions without considering the consequences. So yeah, with the Hierophant and the King of Wands, this is really calling you to look at yourself internally, because you may be making decisions that do not align with your morals, your beliefs, with who you are internally, with who you are at your spirit and at your core. So really evaluate your decisions and the impulsive decisions that you're making. This is something that I've been really working on too, because I tend to be a very impulsive person, is not ignoring my impulses, not ignoring the things that I want to act on, but not immediately acting on them. So really allowing myself to sit with things, and that's really hard for me, but really allowing myself to sit with things and reflect and take my time, be really, really patient and really, really intentional and really meticulous. And maybe that's something that you need to work on too with the Hierophant and the King of Wands. Maybe you need to work on being more intentional with your choices. With the long-term effects of those choices and the long-term consequences of those choices. And with how those choices align with who you are, if at all. If at all. So that's a really, really interesting start. 333. 333 is really about support. Let me look it up just to be sure. 333 angel number meaning. It can mean a lot of different things, and numerology is really dependent on the person, but divine presence, positivity, and encouragement. Growth, creativity, self-expression, positive change, intended to help guide you towards greater self-love and acceptance. So yeah, maybe this is also about looking within to decide how you can make decisions moving forward that are better for your self-acceptance and self-love. I got distracted because this song came on, and it's a really good song. Write on a piece of paper. Got a feeling I'll see you later. Can I get some more messages for the collective, please, Spirit? Cause I really want to work with you. I'm not gonna look yet. I like being surprised sometimes. I don't know what it is that makes me feel like this. Thank you, Spirit. Anything else? Any other messages for this collective? Before I look at this card, any other messages? Oh wow, they're coming out really directly today. Oh, okay. What does this mean? That's a lot of cards I haven't gotten yet. Let me turn this down so I can focus. Okay. Okay. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. As a start. The Five of Swords reversed. Five of Swords upright really signifies, like, to me, chaos, destruction, greed. As you can see, you know, he's having a blast, but there's all of this destruction, all of this chaos behind him. But this is reversed. So, let me look it up just to be sure. Five of Swords, and to get some more clarity. Signifies a potential for peace, a willingness to let go of conflict, and a move towards resolution or compromise. Essentially indicating a choice to not engage in unnecessary battles or seek petty victories. Interesting. Urges caution against self-sabotaging behaviors and encourages moving forward with focus on self-care. So yeah, you may be already working. With this card, I feel like you're already working on your impulses. You're already working on your impulsivity. Or you may be wanting to already work on this, which is, again, a step already working towards it. So you're starting to gain that mastery over your impulses. So this is really encouraging you more so to focus on that. To really, again, focus on making decisions with your self-care and your self, just in general, in mind, with your well-being in mind. That's really important in decisions in general, especially if you're an impulsive person. And then we have the Magician reversed. I haven't gotten the Magician card yet, and this being reversed is interesting. Suddenly I'm having like a hard time breathing. You might need to like ground yourself more. I feel like I'm drowning. It comes I do not. Do I? Oh, I guess I do. Okay. Sorry, I got completely sidetracked. I didn't know I had that song in my playlist. When you obtain the Magician reversed, it might mean it's time for you to implement some changes. It could mean that you are struggling to see progress or success. Your old spiritual path may not be suitable for you anymore. So yeah, this is really signifying a need for change. In general, it looks like. Devoid of energy and lack of confidence. Plans are off, maybe due to poor timing or something lacking. Yeah, I think this is really calling you to, in this case, yeah, to cause some changes in your life. To cause some changes in your life. Let me look at what it says upright in the book, because I'm curious about this card. Like, I'm feeling, I don't know, heavy energy about this card specifically for some reason. And I haven't gotten this card yet, so I'm gonna look at like the imagery of it in a second too. But first, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Sorry, I thought of that audio. Okay, manifestation, alchemy, initiation. Okay. So in reverse, yeah, be careful what you're manifesting. Be careful what you're manifesting. Be careful of the decisions that you're making. and the consequences of those decisions. Again, how are those going to manifest for you? We may not be conscious. We may. Okay. We may not be conscious? Yeah, there we go. Of it all of the time, but we are manifesting all the time. In our actions, in our thoughts, in the little things that we do, we are creating our reality. We're creating things. We are just creating. We are creators. That's what being part of the universe is. I'm very, confused about this deck. This is interesting. Or the spread, I mean. Not confused, more so I don't know. It's just very contradictory. And a lot of reversals, if you can see. A lot of reversals. And, hold on. This is the Magician card upright. I haven't looked at this yet, but as you can see, it's like this, I don't know, this man, and he's holding a skull. But he does look like a magician. This is in reverse. See, really be careful what you're manifesting. It looks like you're wanting to move in the right direction. There's just some kind of resistance or something here. And then you have the Ten of Swords upright next. I feel like I'm drowned. No, I have that song stuck in my head. I really did not think I had that in my playlist. Maybe I'm playing the added one. Okay. Ten of Swords, suffering, defeat, closure. I'm finished. Yeah, this card is hard. This card is very sad. I'm finished. I'm done. I wave my hand and accept that I've been defeated. My shadow has finally come to a close. Nothing else can happen from here. I've lived my darkest moments, and it's time I put all of this to rest. My shadow has enveloped me, and I've suffered too much from my self-loathing and hating intellect. But what comes after this? Right now, this is more painful than death. I'm closing this haunting chapter and narrative. That's so funny. Yay! Yay! I think that's like a congratulations. This is like a pat on the back. This is like, yay! You did that! You're closing the chapter! It cannot possibly become darker than it currently is. Even amongst all of this darkness, there is still a sparkle of hope and a shimmer of light. It surrounds us. See it? It's right here. Your suffering may end if you wish for it to. Close this chapter. In fact, close this book. Boom! A supernatural metamorphosis shall bound its way into your life. Now is the time for a new beginning. Do you see the light piercing through? Even if it's just a minuscule whisper of light, grasp it. As sad as this card is, I do like getting this card in readings, at least for myself, because I understand that usually when I've reached this point, or when I get this card, it's because I've reached this point of just, I'm done. And whenever I personally have reached that point of I'm done, is when I've made something of it, is when I've been like, okay, I can no longer take this for what it is. I'm going to change it into something better, and I'm going to make something of it. So this is really calling you to have this new beginning, this new chapter. If you've reached this closure, then close it. Close it. It can be closed. And then the Knight of Wands reversed is the next card. It's late, so that's why I'm yawning. I saw 44 too, so remember that you're protected. remember that the divine is on your side. So the Knight of Wands reversed can be a need for caution and self-reflection. So if you're being reckless, if you're having this level of impulsivity, really, really, really make sure that you're taking the time to pause. I know that it's very tempting to rush into things, especially like for me in the past. I really struggled with that, with just decisions in general and how stressful they are, and wanting to get that stressful part over with and wanting to act immediately and have control over the situation. But sometimes you really have to accept things as they are and give yourself the space to reflect and understand you don't have to act immediately. Even if you're feeling an impulse to do something, you do not have to make that decision right away. You can wait, you can sit on things. There is no lack of time. There is no restraint on time. You may feel like there is a restraint on time, but there never actually is. That's just an illusion. Any other messages for the collective and their highest good spirit? Interesting. That flew out like again. Let me see though. Reverse Star Bright Spirit. That came out like more like that. Reverse Star Bright Spirit. Oh boy. Again. Reverse Star Bright Spirit. Ah! Okay, these are the same cards. Yeah. The Hierophant reversed. You really need to work on your impulses, on how you're manifesting these are good things. It's just trying to figure out how to put this together and how to articulate it. To me, this is again, be careful what you're manifesting. And then with this Five of Swords reversed, it looks like you're already working on your impulses. And with the Hierophant, it looks like you're paving your own path. You're paving your own way. Can I get some more clarity on these cards, please, Spirit? And more messages, more guidance for this beautiful collective. More messages and guidance for this beautiful collective and their highest good, please, Spirit. Especially on how they can they can work through. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Any messages for the collective, please, Spirit? Temperance keeps popping up and not exactly falling out, so I'm not gonna take it yet. I've got a stuffy nose. I'm not sick, but I've been having like symptoms like I am lately. Lately I've been really working on my internal shame, on looking inwards at like the parts of myself that I'm really ashamed of and leaning into those parts of me. Like this spirituality is something that because of the logical side of my brain, how logical of a thinker I can be sometimes, it's been very hard for me to lean into this. But, and with creativity, because of what a logical thinker I am, I've gotten away from my creativity. But creating is something I'm so passionate about. Spirituality is something that I'm so passionate about. So really getting back into things that make me happy. I felt called to say that, so that could go into this message here of like being aware of what you're manifesting, carving your own path, doing the things that you're really passionate about, doing the things that really give you that, like not being impulsive, really thinking about this long term. But yeah, any other messages for this collective spirit in their highest good? And in truth and nothing but the truth. I love this. Usually, this is my first time like recording longer videos or like YouTube videos, because I've been strictly doing like TikTok ones, because it's 10 minutes, so it's like cute and sweet, short. But this is nice because it gives me like the freedom and the space to yap and to talk as much as I want to. I really want to get into I'm so tired. Get into talking and writing more too, because I am a writer and I'm also someone who likes to talk a lot, but I hold back from talking a lot. So I want to get into like letting myself talk about things I'm passionate about. Like, I'm starting a business, so I'm starting a YouTube, so that's an avenue for that. Or I'm writing a book, that's an avenue for me sharing my work with the world. Because that's really important to me, giving back to the world. I think that's what art is all about. I think that's what life is all about. I feel like you really give to yourself and focus on yourself and how you want to live, and in doing that, you give to the world, because you're doing what makes you happy. You're standing in your power. You're giving to the things that make you feel passionate or feel excited and happy, and that pours into the people around you. That pours into communities. That pours into the healing that we have and the empathy that we can possess for one another. Now I'm just yapping, but maybe that's significant. I don't know. Now the cards want to come out. Interesting. Let's see what this is. Yeah, Temperance finally came out. Okay. Temperance upright, and then Chariot reversed. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Very conflicting energies in this reading. I feel like this is a really big call for like self-reflection, figuring out what your goals are. Figuring out what you want to be manifesting. Making sure you're not making impulsive decisions towards things that you don't want to be manifesting. Where in the world is the Temperance card? Where in the world is... I saw the Chariot already, but like, where's the Temperance? Did I pass it already? Again? Okay, let me just... I could literally look at the glossary. I do this often, unfortunately. Temperance, 34. Okay. Balance, self-revolution, calm. I am the embodiment of harmony and divine blending, a fusion of angelic grace and mermaid's allure. With outstretched wings, I receive the sun's radiant wisdom, while my tail rests gently on the tranquil waters of the soul. This is balance. Balance between light and dark, and yin and yang. My gaze fixes on the sun, illuminating all that I am and all that I wish to create. I am rooted in the water, keeping me connected to earth. I am here to experience both earthly desires and heavenly aspirations. See? Balance. I experience a flow of emotions and intuitive hits, feeding me with ancient wisdom. I am guided not to take a path that feels too extreme, but one that helps me to feel grounded and centered. I invite you to create further harmony within yourself. There may be a choice awaiting your confirmation. You are guided to walk the route that feels calming for your nervous system, but one that invokes a state of alignment for the whole of your soul. So yeah, this is really about, again, creating that internal and external balance, making sure your soul is matching the decisions that you're making, the way that your life looks, the fulfillment that you're receiving, is about creating balance between the light aspects of you and the darker aspects of you, or your shadow side and your more purer side, or the part, whatever you want to call it, or however you want to phrase it. But again, this is really calling you to look at yourself, to look within, because that harmony within is going to create that harmony outside of you. That's how that works most of the time. And it says, if there's a choice awaiting you, make the choice that feels calming for your nervous system. So again, follow your heart. Make the choice that feels best for you, that makes you feel the lightest. I think that's like, I've been learning on trying to trust my intuition more, or learning to trust my intuition more. And for me, it's a lot about feeling it in my body, feeling what makes me feel exhausted, what makes me feel like no, like an immediate no in my body, and what makes me feel light, what makes me feel good. Something that is for you is not going to make you feel exhausted and terrible. And then we have the Chariot reverse, which is very, very interesting. A lack of direction, control, or focus. You might be holding back from taking charge of your life. Yeah, remember that you're in control. Remember that this is your life. You are here to live your life, and nobody else's. Nobody else's. So, live it the way that you want to live it. Focus on, again, that internal balance. Figure out what it is that you want. What will make you happy both spiritually and physically, in the grounded and in your soul, in the earth and in your mind. Any other messages for this collective spirit and their highest good and for their highest alignment? I'm getting sleepy, so I think I'm going to end it soon, but this has been a very good message, and I hope that it's given you some clarity and some help in your situation. That's a lot of cards. I'm not going to take all those. Make sure you're taking care of yourself too. I'm saying that as I'm like up at like 4 a.m, but like, yeah, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Remember that that internal balance is what is needed, and that comes from self-care. I know that sounds played out, but it's true. And that doesn't have to be like whatever first comes to mind. Like, it doesn't have to be, it can be the littlest things. It really can. Like, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel cared for. Sometimes it's not going to look how it looks for everybody else. For some people, it might be face masks and nighttime routines and skincare and hair care. For other people, it might be creation and whatever the case, and all of them are valid. So figure out what's for you. Hanged Man. Oh boy. I've gotten this card so many times today for my own readings. Oh. Resistance. Surrender, letting go, different perspective. Yeah. Make sure you're letting go. Make sure you're gathering different perspectives. Make sure you're surrendering to this new beginning, to this transformation. If you want your life to look differently, and if you want to make these different choices and work on your impulses and such, you are going to have to surrender. Any other messages for this beautiful, beautiful collective spirit? And their highest good and highest truth. I kind of want to do another reading, but I'm probably not going to. I've been feeling like called to do like more exciting readings lately, like I don't know, I guess more like giggly or silly readings lately, because a lot of the ones I've been doing recently have been heavier. So more like, that card is so bent out of shape. So more like love readings, like connection readings, like future readings, like how do people view you readings, like lighter things or things with more themes. If you are watching this and you have any ideas on some themes that you would like to see on readings, then I'm more than happy to hear them and to take ideas. Four of Coins reversed. I know what this card means. This is really leading from your heart. Which again, I was waiting for this card to come out, honestly, for this reading. This is leading from your heart. This is, what do you want? What makes you happy? What makes your heart feel good? What are the decisions that you want to make? What is the path that you want to make that is going to make your heart the happiest? This is about building connections with yourself, with others that are fulfilling, building a life that's fulfilling. And that was upright, so I know what that means. The Four of Coins reversed is a willingness to let go of unhealthy attachments and embrace healing. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah. Letting go of unhealthy attachments and exploring your relationship with money is really what that card means in reverse. Any other messages for this collective spirit? Which again, if you're working on those things, then you're definitely working on this Two of Cups, this moving from your heart. I feel like this is a collective that's really working on themselves. Or has working on themselves in mind. Like, this is something that you really want for yourself. So this is the universe really giving you that nudge, like, okay, we see that you want this, here is some of the steps that you can take, or if you already know that these are some of the steps that you've been needing to take, this is your confirmation of that. I also want to get some other decks because if I do like lighter readings, I feel like a lighter deck would be better. Like, this is a shadow deck. It is like a little darker. It is more so for shadow work and for self work and reflection. That's why I love it. However, I do want like a lighter deck for lighter readings in mind. But for this is a very, again, self-reflective, collective. I like that. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, hold on. Judgment in reverse. What do you mean judgment? I'm not stressed. Judgment in reverse is fine. Yeah. Self-doubt and fear of taking a chance. So that's why I'm feeling. Yeah. Back to being self-reflective. Hey, my friend. You may be really harsh on yourself or have a lot of self-doubt, and that may be hindering your growth. Especially with this Hanged Man, this lack of surrender, this lack of giving into this change, to this transformation. Yeah, this Judgment card makes a lot of sense with that in mind. But the next cup is the Knight of Cups upright. Knight of Cups upright. Adventure, magical, creative. I am a sensitive and empathic being, a seeker to experience love, romance, and relational beauty. I find myself swimming in the delicious feelings of love, as soft as fresh rose petals on my skin. I overflow with love and am a channel of this magic. Remember to have that love for yourself too. I'm thinking this is you. Like, this is you. Like, I feel like you're probably a very sensitive person if you're trying to do all of this self-reflection. Like, you're probably someone who's very in tune with a lot of these things. Remember that. Don't be so harsh on yourself. Remember who you are. And continue that. Continue being yourself. Continue being that channel for creativity and for inspiration and for adventure and for travel and for excitement. With the Queen of Wands coming up next upright, that's the same exact thing. Like, you see how she has all of these flames around her? That's her creating from this place of passion. I love how this book describes it. Let me find it. Charismatic, confident, magnetic. I receive appreciation and all are drawn to me. I am powerful, magnetic, and a charismatic leader. I am held and motivated by the fires of passion and fan the flames of my dreams, allowing them to grow and expand. I am unafraid to shine, and do I ever shine. I don't just shine like a flame in the distance. I radiate like a big ball of fire in the sky. I am a visionary and an ambitious creator. I've been getting this card a lot recently. I love this card. Again, look within yourself. Look at what makes you passionate. From your passions, from your heart, you are going to create everything that you desire. Everything that you desire. 4 for 4. Again, as I say that, remember even if you feel like you're alone, you're not. You have support behind you, behind the scenes, that you cannot even see possibly, and that you may not even be aware of. 10 of coins, as I say that, that's ancestral wealth. And 6 of coins. Reciprocity, community, harmony. Yeah, like I said, when you really give into yourself and give into your passions, you receive all of what you desire, all that is rightfully yours. All of that ancestral wealth, all of that reciprocity, community, harmony, giving into yourself, pouring into others, getting that community, that love back, that appreciation back. I feel like this is a beautiful reading already. Good luck. I wish you the best. This is gorgeous. Really applaud yourself. There's so many cards. Really applaud yourself. Really applaud yourself for the work that you're doing. Don't be so hard on yourself. Also, and give yourself that space for compassion and for growth. Good luck, and I wish you the best. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope this helped.